Hello guys, welcome back to LR Anime. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of Flame Emperor episode number 425 based on novel. So let's start. Don't waste your time. When we entered the medicine world, we have used the dimensional prism to isolate the entire medicine world from the world. Whether you call the elders of your own clan or seek help, it will not help. Looking at a group of old guys from the medicine family and Zun with an anxious look, Liu Hao smiled. Everything is within their grasp. Why is this guy so Xiao Yang alone? But I always feel that this matter is not so simple. After a while, the leaders of the forces couldn't help but break into a cold sweat. Obviously, they could not intervene in a battle of this scale. Don't worry, everyone, the Holy See is only here to kill the demon and bring him to justice. After we have dealt with the matter, the space here will be opened up again. Liu Hao's voice fell, and he immediately paid attention to the two believers together. With several late-stage 8-star Do immortal elders among the ancient races, once they take action, the Holy See also has sufficient reasons to kill them all. As for the reason, you can make up one at will, such as what kind of demon accomplice. Anyway, this time the matter of encircling and suppressing the demon is the top secret of the Holy See, and now all the insiders here must die. At best, it is just a matter of time. Only the dead don't turn around. Whoa, a voice. Xiao Yang only felt that the surrounding musical notes contained a sacred aura that made him extremely disgusted. If this continued, his body would be instantly melted by it, and suddenly a strange subconscious thought slowly emerged. Under the control of this power, Xiao Yang, it turned out that he directly raised his palm, and there was already a lot of strange energy lingering on the palm of his hand, and then he pinched the sacred notes around here. This power, such a strange and eerie fluctuation. Increase your strength. Watching Xiao Yang suddenly switch from passive defense to attack, milky white halos appeared in the jury, lingering Xiao Yang, trying to purify the strange power that was pulling him. Countless sacred notes shattered instantly, and Xiao Yang's face slowly transformed from the thin and handsome face to a hideous beast. That appearance and posture are vaguely similar to the demon that appeared in the memory crystal just now. Brother Xiao Yang. There were traces of tears in Zunna's beautiful eyes, and then the golden flames on the delicate body burst into flames, breaking through the remaining sacred notes in one fell swoop and crashing into Xiao Yang's arms. Zunna, I'm sorry, I don't know how things will develop to this point. Xiao Yang's arm fell on Zunna's shoulders, and a slightly apologetic voice sounded. There was no laughter and laughter like in the past, but a touch of smear. The decisive evil charm, and even that power is still rising, endless, and it is no longer Xiao Yang's control. Brother Xiao Yang, stop talking. Zunna suddenly raised her delicate face and looked at Xiao Yang quite solemnly with a very serious expression. Zunna, I'll explain this to you later. But not now. Xiao Yang said weakly, feeling the power in his body that was constantly being filled with the devil's cube. A soft voice is better than 1,000 words. However, Xiao Yang didn't want to directly expose the power of the devil, but under the guidance of the jury, the power of the devil emerged from the body uncontrollably. In addition, he had just experienced a great battle and his spirit had not recovered, so the power of the devil succeeded. Was mobilized by the members of this group of monks' adjudication group. After all, he still despised them too much. Do not. It's not Brother Xiao Yang's fault. It's Zunna who is too stupid. It's all Zunna's fault for not helping Xiao Yang's brother. Zunna looked down at Xiao Yang's constantly changing dark green energy, but bowed his head and said remorsefully. Originally, he thought that his chants among the ancients would be enough to help Xiao Yang overcome many difficulties and make his shoulders lighter. What Brother Xiao Yang has endured over the years is definitely 1,000 times harder than himself. Don't worry, I will protect everything we have now. I promise you, I won't die. Xiao Yang laughed, the laughter was full of ghosts, as if a ghost was about to come. Okay, let's pull the hook. Zunna regained hope in her beautiful eyes, and raised her jade hand towards Xiao Yang. Since it can't be stopped, let's go crazy for once. The hook is hanged, it cannot be changed for 100 years. A rather melancholy voice sounded, and Zunna immediately retreated to the Yarrow family, and on his forehead, a mysterious pattern began to appear slightly at this time. Burning, it actually faintly exudes a peerless fluctuation that is astonishing. No matter what elder brother Xiao Yang becomes, it will always be Zunna's elder brother Xiao Yang. Zunna said with satisfaction, her eyes closed suddenly, as if she had entered a special state. Moreover, under the pull of Xiao Yang's power, Zunna also found the Phoenix Nirvana pill in his sleeve. This thing was obviously collected by Xiao Yang after the death of the old monster Shen Shi. With it, this time, he can definitely help Xiao Yang. Don't worry, I can handle it. Seeing Zuna being so knowledgeable, Xiao Yang also felt relieved, but Xiao Yang, who was flooded with demon power, obviously couldn't notice the changes in Zuna. Xiao Yang, you are just a mere evil devil, but you are blatantly acting out what kind of love between children and children in front of me. Don't worry, this time, not only will you die, but the ancients will also come down to accompany you soon. As for your lady like a flower like a jade, the book will accept it unceremoniously. Oh, yes, and the so-called endless fire zone behind you, it's just a farce. Everything related to you will fall into ***** and be buried with you. The culprit of all this is, because of you. Seeing this scene, Liu Hao roared with great excitement. He is not in a hurry. Now that the victory is in hand, he can naturally appreciate how small this group of ants is under the glory of God. Liu Hao, you escaped from the ancient clan, but this time, I will completely kill you here. Facing Liu Hao's sarcasm, Xiao Yang's eyes slowly degenerated, and after he breathed, it turned into a wipe. Dark green, endless aura, vented out. A group of self-righteous idiots who pretend to be preachers of God all day long are nothing but puppets who use the word angel to harm all beings. Today, I will replace the devil and tear off your harmless skins. I want to see what kind of foul-smelling stench your souls are exuding. Xiao Yang sneered. Took one step, and the encirclement formed by dozens of elites of the adjudication team instantly collapsed. The sacred note was crushed by the demonic breath of Xiao Yang, and dozens of people were suddenly shocked by the unprecedented aura of Xiao Yang. Devil, make a comeback. The matter of the Tianxing continent was originally caused by her traveling angel Mekl, but now it is counted on my head. As of now, I don't want to talk about right or wrong anymore. Since you are so pressing step by step, let me start the era of the new century today. Let me see whether the so-called Holy Sea angels are holy or dirty. What the world dares not do, let me Xiao Yang do it. What about slaughtering angels? A group of ugly guys, kill them and kill them, what can they do to me? Xiao Yang's roaring voice emerged, so penetrating that even his soul trembled. Even Xiao Yang's body, Xiao Yang's power, is undergoing some kind of special change. At this moment, the demon reappeared, and the endless evil and brilliant shadows decorated the entire medicine world like the end. Demon evil brilliance, appalling. Shake the soul. Boom. The entire sky began to shake violently uncontrollably, and Xiao Yang's body also took advantage of the opportunity to log into the sky, and wisps of dark clouds appeared, completely wrapping Xiao Yang's entire body. A special touch changes are slowly unfolding. The power of the devil has completely spread, making a comeback. But everyone can clearly feel the incomparable evil power in the dark cloud, and the awe-inspiring evil spirit that is recovering in Xiao Yang's body inside it. The horror level can't even be described in word. The monstrous evil power is invincible. This. At this moment, the entire medicine world became quiet, and some forces couldn't help shaking their voices. Obviously, the scene in front of them has surpassed their cognition and subverted their world. What exactly is that kind of power in Xiao Yang? Unheard, unseen. It is as evil as the alien race, but it has some similarities and differences with the alien race. This devil is really Xiao Yang. But Elderling, you're not talking about the Xiao clan. I don't believe it. Ling Zishi was firmly guarded by Elder Lingxi. Watching Xiao Yang's rising evil aura, he was speechless for a while. The Xiao clan is recognized as a giant in the world. The people of the Xiao clan are all people who uphold the justice of heaven and earth, and it is absolutely impossible to be such a devil. I don't know either, but he is indeed a descendant of the Xiao clan. Old Lingxi could only shake his head, and Xiao Yang could only wait and see what happened. Although they are the late 8-star fighting immortals, the power of the Holy Sea is even better and tyrannical than them, and believers have angel wings. Among the opponents of the same level, because of the existence of angel wings, once they fight, they will undoubtedly fall into the disadvantage, so they dare not act rashly. After all, they represent the entire race. The Holy Sea, with such a resolute demeanor of the Holy Sea, I am afraid that they will also be affected. However, if the Holy See is really ambitious and tries to obliterate everyone here, I believe they will not hesitate to let go of their sectarian views and join forces to fight the enemy. Patriarch, what are you doing now? Yarrow Xuani, Yarrow Yun and other high-level officials surrounded Yarrow Wanyuan, and immediately muttered. Since Xiao Yang is a descendant of the Xiao clan, this time, no matter what, we cannot let him fall. Get ready, it's time to settle the old and new hatreds for so many years. After Yarrow Wanwan finished speaking, the madness in his body also started to squirm. The Yarrow clan and the Xiao clan have a close relationship. Even if the Xiao clan disappears for countless years without any reason, it is difficult to erase the relationship between the two. In addition to the excessive actions of the Holy See against the Yarrow clan, Yarrow WN has a final result. Decide. Patriarch, what do you mean? Xiao Yan's body was shocked and suspiciously asked. As of now, there's only that thing. And the Holy See is probably not just for Xiao Yan this time. I always feel that they have other goals. After all, the strength of the two believers and the ruling group is enough to deal with reincarnation, and a mere 7-star fighting immortal is complete. There is even a strange power beyond the sky. As soon as the words fell, the people of the Yarrow family also started to act. Judgment. It's time to show your allegiance to the God of Angels. Show all your skills. Absolutely can't let this devil come here completely. Kill him at all cost. Liu Hao couldn't help roaring when Xiao Yan finally revealed his true colors. Just as dozens of cultivators of the adjudication group were wriggling, there was a sound that shook the world from the dark clouds in the sky. Boom. The black cloud shattered in an instant, and an evil shadow wrapped in dark green energy evil clothes stood in the sky. The dark green pupil reflected the whole world, but the image in its pupil, everything was dead silent. Quite bleak. Looking up, everyone could feel an extremely fierce death intent emanating from the demon Xiao Yan, and even the dark green energy on the evil figure was wriggling and burning like a flame, revealing an earth-shattering feeling. The strong breath of the air, even the void was shocked by the cracks. Is this the devil? Judgment. Array. Pentacle array, holy light. Dozens of adjudication panel cultivators flashed a wave of extreme hatred in their eyes, and then they spoke in unison, and their bodies moved in an orderly manner. Everyone together formed a mysterious pentagram array, and the pentagrams appeared on the body, showing the endless holiness. Xiao Yan was overlooked by the sacred aura of the pentagram star formation, and was burned by the white sacred flame, but from beginning to end, he did not move a step, allowing the powerhouse of the adjudication group to attack. At this moment, looking up at Dudu, Xiao Yan's demon body is already dozens of meters tall, but everyone is extremely puzzled. He is clearly a person, but his body is covered with a layer of dark green evil clothes composed of demon energy. Above it, energy squirmed like thin sand. After the rest, the light energy of everyone in the adjudication group gathered into a dazzling pentagram light spot, which fell directly on Xiao Yan, but did not stir up any waves. The devil's evil clothes are incomplete. It seems like a half-finished piece of clothing, as thin as a veil, but every wriggling movement reveals an awe-inspiring wave of evil spirits. Seeing the majestic momentum like mountains and rivers in the body of the demon Xiao Yan, how could the powerhouses present think that the power contained in this demon is so powerful? Is this really a force that humans can control? The demon's evil clothes swayed in the wind, and the dazzling divine power on those 5-point stars was like a grain of sand, being gently brushed away by Xiao Yan. The dazzling pentagram was swept down by Xiao Yan, and immediately fell towards the bottom. It was easily turned into a ray of light and disappeared in the air. In the blink of an eye, all the members of the adjudication team fell from the air, spitting blood, and their eyes were even more indifferent. With their 7-star fighting immortals and 8-star fighting immortals judging panel jointly displayed, the sacred and inviolable pentagram star formation, using the light of the gods to purify the devil, actually failed to resist a single move, and was defeated by Xiao Yan. Xiao Yan smiled charmingly, not intending to let go of the jury. Above the body, the demon's evil clothes wriggled, and countless dark green liquids formed a dark tide, which suddenly rippled, and immediately rushed towards the number of guards who fell down. They are all over the place. This guy is crazy. Defend well. Several of the leaders of the jury couldn't help roaring. Xiao Yan's power was too mysterious, making them hard to guard against. There was a hint of sarcasm at the corner of Xiao Yan's mouth. His body trembled violently. His body standing in the sky leaned towards the bottom, collapsed, and suddenly stomped his feet towards the bottom. Boom. As Xiao Yan stomped his demon toes, countless voids solidified, and waves of death lingered in everyone's heart. Looking at the demon above the sky, playing with the extremely tyrannical jury in the palm of his hand, and a strong man below, his face became strange, and a sluggishness and doubts emerge. What kind of monster is this Xiao Yan? This time, will the Holy See judge the devil, or the devil will kill the Holy See? It seems that the outcome of the battle has become blurred. In the sky, the pentagram array shattered with a bang. It used to be so magnificent, sacred, and majestic. However, it was completely disintegrated by the random blow of the demon Xiao Yan. That feeling was as if everyone in the adjudication group had gathered all their strength to build the heavenly god array, but it was completely destroyed by Xiao Yan. With a touch of despair, collapse appeared in the eyes of many cultivators of the adjudication group. As early as when Xiao Yang broke the pentagram, they were defeated. The defeat is so complete, so thorough. Even looking at the endless demonic evil brilliance on Xiao Yang's body, they were actually questioning the divine power of the angel, and everything became blurred. Xiao Yang. Liu Hao, who had won the lottery, couldn't help roaring as he watched the jury lose so quickly. Although he had long expected that the demon's strength was extraordinary, he had never imagined that the demon Xiao Yang would actually be so tyrannical. The jury is composed of the elites in the Holy See. After joining forces, it is enough to fight against the reincarnation powerhouse. How could it be so vulnerable? 3. We are here. At this moment, Old Lingxi and Yaro Wn stepped out in one step, intercepting the three who were trying to attack. Hill, you go. Above Austin's body, a Sanskrit sound emerged, and everyone was intercepted suddenly, and then Liu Hao stood silently. This guy is very strong, and the power on his body is the first time I've seen it. After Hill finished speaking, his body jumped and burst into an arc of light. Hill looks like an old-fashioned belle, a middle-aged man, plus the power of the late 8-star fighting immortal and the position of a believer, revealing an extremely terrifying fluctuation. On the other side, Xiao Yang would not let these cultivators of the adjudication group go. Xiao Yang stomped his foot, and countless voids suddenly shattered, and some weak cultivators foamed at the mouth and fell into a state of near death. The next moment, Xiao Yang's body disappeared, and when Du appeared, he was already in front of several leaders of the jury. In your next life, don't be a dog of the Holy See. It's disgusting. As he spoke, waves of evil dark green liquid rippled out, and in the center, a magic shadow wrapped in dark green energy burst out. Evil forces gathered into fists, countless eerie breaths emerged, and a wave of death, accompanied by that evil fist that was enough to blast the world, fell on the chests of these monk leaders one after another. Bang bang bang. The dark green energy rushes like blood, and it burns violently like a flame. Countless energy spreads, rendering the entire sky like a forest of hell. Devil, don't make trouble. In an instant, looking at the collapsed army of the Judgment Corps, Hill's figure slowly descended, looking down at all beings like a savior. Die. Xiao Yang didn't bother to talk to Hill, with endless dark green demon power on his fists, gushing out like a spring ready to go. Defense, defense. The cultivators who were the leaders of the adjudication group felt this unprecedented power and tried to defend with the sacred power of light, but couldn't the power of demons be able to resist with their weak power? They crossed their hands to form a cross against the chest, and countless light ripples emerged, but after Xiao Yang's fist attack, the entire chest was completely pierced, the body flickered, and the chest and body were extremely inconsistent. Hundreds of meters. His chest suddenly exploded, smashed directly, his heart shattered, and the rest of his body exploded back hundreds of meters like lightning, icy and stiff. This attack was powerful and extremely terrifying. Dozens of jury members, none of them was spared. The chest was shattered, the body and spirit were destroyed, and the body was shot back hundreds of meters by the devil's evil power, apparently dead. This guy is too scary. All the members of the Holy See Judgment Group were all destroyed by one punch. Seeing Xiao Yang's merciless killing intent, the powerhouse below finally realized what it meant to kill without blinking an eye. This guy in front of him is still the #1 pharmacist in the mainland. This kind of fighting power and this kind of courage is clearly a living devil. The jury, annihilated. Xiao Yang, that's fine. Seeing Xiao Yang's actions like this, there was a hint of emotional fluctuation in Hill's calm eyes. At this time, Xiao Yang's body suddenly swelled dozens of times compared to the original human appearance, his teeth became twisted, and the fangs were ferocious like beasts. The lips became dry and purple, revealing endless bewitching. On the face, there are some extremely evil dark green lines, flickering like a source of power. This power is the pattern of the devil. The exquisite lines carved by the devil's power contain endless evil. The sometimes crazy and sometimes sarcastic look in his pupils indicates that he is different from humans. Independent, kill decisively. He is a demon, a new species above all things, a new power. Xiao Yang leaned along the bodies of these monks, who had been completely attacked by his own demonic power. The body was still shrouded in demonic clothes, and the demonic power lingered for a long time. Looking at the cold and stiff bodies under his feet, a frantic smile appeared on the corner of his mouth, and then he looked at the second believer Hill, who was running from a distance, with a contemptuous look. It seems to be deliberately provocative. The so-called Holy See doesn't seem to be as great as it is rumored to be. First is the parade angel, then the jury. Who will be next? The demon Xiao Yang licked his dry purple lips, looking very sinister and charming, as if his random actions would cause uproar. This kind of power should not appear. So this time, I will judge you here. Seeing Xiao Yang's appearance, Hill's eyes were bright, and there was a divine aura in his eyes. Angel wings. With a cold snort, along with the high-pitched Sanskrit sound, milky white energy descended from the sky, wrapping Hill. At the same time, the demon power in the whole world was slowly suppressed. An angel again. Looking behind Hill, a pair of pure white energy wings were squirming slightly, converging. The demon Xiao Yang's expression suddenly turned hideous, and waves of anger that could no longer be suppressed swept out. Angels and demons are enemies. Even if Xiao Yang has already controlled the power of the devil, after Hill used the angel wings, the power of the devil in Xiao Yang's body actually has the momentum of being out of control. Xiao Yang's eyes were stern, and he suddenly stepped on those icy bodies. Angel wings. Angel, holy grace, help me kill the devil. The angel's wings had not yet formed, but Hill's body was full of divine light, and the milky white energy was like an energy ring, and suddenly blasted towards Xiao Yang. At this time, Xiao Yang was clearly showing signs of losing control. Immediately, the dark green evil power in his eyes subsided, replaced by a scarlet killing intent. Crack. With a sound, Xiao Yang raised his arm, the milky white energy ring was instantly shattered, and he looked at Hill with a twisted face. Angel wings, add your body. After about a minute of touching, the angel's wings took shape, and Hill's power directly broke through the current stage of the 8-star Dozyan, and directly soared to the 8-star Dozyan consummation. Even a strong person who has truly stepped into the reincarnation can be killed again. What a mere two-winged angel. Xiao Yang snorted coldly, and immediately raised his head to look up, his eyes fixed on the mighty hill above the sky. After the rest, the demon Xiao Yang's eyes slowly noticed that the angel wings behind Hill, although there were only one pair or two, were not the milky white he had ever seen before, and even the oppression they brought was unprecedented. Tyranny. It's purple. A pair of two-winged angels, but above their wings, there are one white and one purple. The white angel feathers suppressed themselves as usual, but the purple angel wings contained a different kind of power. Purple angel wings. Purple angel wings. The demon power that was out of control in the body actually became quiet at this moment. The demon Xiao Yang was in control of the body, and he looked at Hill in front of him and behind him in surprise. Weird angel wings. The purple angel wings are far more powerful than the white angel wings Xiao Yang encountered before. Even Xiao Yang always felt that Hill, blessed with purple angel wings, was extremely dangerous. One white and one purple, its power is much more powerful than the original parade angel or even the angel wings on Liu Hao. Demon, let Hill, the second believer in the Holy See, bring you to justice. The sacredness of the Holy See cannot be violated, nor can it be blasphemed. Hill roared at Xiao Yang in a condescending manner. In an instant, the angel wings behind Hill, one white and one purple, were slowly stirring up. At the same time, in the entire medicine world, countless energies of heaven and earth gathered at the same time, and the scene was like the end of the world. The scenery is reflected in the sight of everyone. The earth shakes, the sacred Sanskrit sounds emerge endlessly, and even with the display of angel wings, the whole world is extremely peaceful and sacred. Pretend to be a ghost. The demon Xiao Yang snorted coldly, but found that the void beside Hill was shaking, and strange white spots appeared. Suddenly, a milky white vortex appeared in front of his chest without warning, with faint traces of diffusion. The white angel wings and the purple angel wings attract countless heaven and earth energies, which are slowly injected into the milky white vortex in front of them. The kind of power contained in the milky white vortex, destroying the sky and destroying the earth, killing the gods. Now that the power of the devil has been blessed, the fire of the holy flame has been suppressed back into the sea of fighting chi in the body, and the holy flame can no longer be used. Xiao Yang's body slowly lifted into the air, the power of the devil around him, and the devil's evil clothes was even more crazy. Xiao Yang tried his best to analyze it. Now that Liu Hao and the first believer have not made a move, it is naturally impossible for Xiao Yang to use all the power of the devil. However, the power of the holy flame and the devil hate each other, and it is impossible to use the power of the holy flame. Now the power that Hill is brewing makes Xiao Yang face an unprecedented crisis. This is wood attribute. Just when Xiao Yang was puzzled, a green bucket core suddenly appeared in the sea of fighting chi in his body. It's decided to be you. Xiao Yang suddenly smiled. The power of the devil and the wood attribute were combined, and the wood attribute, which was full of countless vitality, was multiplied into a burst of magic wood, which was extremely evil. With the nourishment and blessing of this power, the fighting intent in Xiao Yang's heart was galloping, without hesitation, proud of his breath, and fought to the end. The milky white vortex became more and more intense, and the supreme divine splendor reflected the world, as if a gap suddenly appeared in the sky of the entire medicine world. Looking down from the milky white vortex, it is like a bright frenzy sloping down. That kind of aura is the majestic holy will that heaven and earth want to destroy. Suddenly, under the waving of Hill's angel wings, the milky white vortex suddenly began to shake, and the sacred silk rainbow composed of milky white light power fell from the inside. Xiao Yang. Be careful. Purple angel wings is the highest level of power in the Holy See. This kind of power is known as the power to kill gods. At this moment, Lingxi roared, trying to remind Xiao Yang. Holy See angels, angel wings are based on the rewards or training of the angel kingdom. 1 to 10 wings, white angel wings, and then to purple angel wings. Angel purple wing is the most tyrannical and noblest existence among angels. An angel with white angel wings is definitely not an angel opponent with purple angel wings. Whether it is identity or strength, they will be completely crushed. And the purple angel wings need to have the white angel wings, transcend the benevolence of all beings, and collect countless powers of faith before they can be cultivated and evolve. It is even rumored in the Dakian world that the former master of the kingdom of angels has transformed countless creatures in the Dakian, and has reached an unprecedented 10-winged angel with purple wing. God is mighty, unrivaled. Boom. The milky white vortex emerged from the sacred silk rainbow, like a chain of shackles, imprisoned and shrouded Xiao Yang, depriving Xiao Yang of the evil demon power that was purifying. Some people are unable to look up, but they only feel that the dense white holy light shines on the world, causing the scalp to burst open, and the terrifying picture hits their eyes. There is a feeling of convulsions that thousands of swords pierce through the heart, and thousands of hearts and souls are eaten. Hoo ho ho. It seemed that the pain of being burned by this kind of power was unbearable, and the demon's evil clothes actually exuded a terrifying raw, magic shadow evil wood. The monstrous evil power, let's gallop. Xiao Yang felt the anger of the devil's power, and immediately released the wood-type bucket core from the body, with murderous aura. In an instant, following Xiao Yang's action, black shadows fell off Xiao Yang's body in the whole world and scattered towards the medicine world. What's going on? At the same moment, Austin, Liu Hao, including the elders of the ancient race, their pupils shrank tightly, as if they were aware of the strange power that suddenly appeared on Xiao Yang. Since the wood attribute immortal art controlled by the ancients is called Tianmu funeral, it is difficult for the power to be attacked by the power of the devil to be called devil wood evil burial. The mighty voice came down to the earth like the wrath of the gods. Endless evil brilliance, like the end of the catastrophe. The voice of the demon Xiao Yang fell, and countless black trees, vines, etc. fell off Xiao Yang, like a demon servant, completely invading the entire territory of the medicine world. At this moment, in the medicine world, countless black forests and evil trees emerge. These plants are also full of endless vitality, but under that vitality, there is a special power. That's demon power. The blessing of demon power and wood attribute power. Demon wood evil burial. Enough to stifle any tyrannical attack under reincarnation. Boom. In the blink of an eye, countless magic woods, like faithful demon servants, suddenly emerged from the territory of the medicine world, and then converged into countless ferocious magic woods, blasting away at the milky white sacred vortex above the sky. Evil is a low-level force after all. Angel hymn. Reproduce all beings. A high-pitched Sanskrit voice appeared from Hill's mouth, and the milky white vortex instantly expanded, and countless silk rainbow rays of light were amplified by the power of his angels, like the holy ones who defended the justice of the world, facing each other. The countless magic woods displayed by Xiao Yang below exploded. Angel anthem against demon wood evil burial. The whole world, the smog, the countless black magic wood, and the sacred notes composed of pieces of extremely bright silk rainbow rays, completely touched, and in this world, vented their respective power and anger. The two who were still ready to go a second ago, the next moment is such an offensive, the entire medicine world is swaying, and the majestic and magnificent sacred voice and the confrontation of the demon evil wood are like a real showdown between two priests. A random thought is enough to destroy the world. This picture is extremely shocking and magnificent, making countless people feel how insignificant they are under this kind of power. Boom boom boom. Two powerful attacks collided in the sky. Countless sacred auras and demonic shadows erupted in extremely dazzling offensive. the magic wood formed an incomparably evil black terrifying wave, and thunderous voices sounded, resisting the divine breath abruptly, and just in the first round of confrontation, the magic wood terrifying wave was violently shaken by the impact. Even in the smooth waves, amazing cracks appeared one after another, suffocating. There was a humming sound in the sky, and the waves of the magic wood disintegrated in an instant, but it did not disintegrate, but divided into countless black trees, shaped like indelible evil fires, burning the sky and the earth. The shocking black magic wood turned into countless flames, and the black flames rippled in the sky, and the sacred notes were completely annihilated in an instant. Pieces of milky white notes were entangled by black magic wood, corroded or burned together, and suddenly fell down, as if falling into the endless sea of fire. The sacred aura of light actually burned violently. Black flames were everywhere, the magic wood covered the sky, the entire sky was completely invaded by Xiao Yang's power, and the calm on Hill's cheeks turned into an unbelievable look. Impossible. Angel divine feather. Seeing that the sacred notes and vortexes he had carefully crafted were slowly disintegrating under Xiao Yang's attack, Hill suddenly panicked, and the white and purple angel wings wriggled behind him. Countless sacred feathers fell off the angel's wings. They were numerous and revolved around Hill at high speed, with faint traces of turning into a ferocious storm. In the storm, the white and purple energies are intertwined with each other, like divine light, extremely gorgeous. The dignified angel purple wing, that's all. Let's destroy it. Magic wood evil flame. Xiao Yang smiled, and with a wave, countless wood attribute powers combined with the power of demons, burning them away like a raging fire. Evil flames are not real flames, but a kind of evil flames that Xiao Yang relied on his own familiarity with fire attributes to multiply with the power of demons. But even so, the power contained in the evil flames is enough to burn the whole world. Burnt out. The angel's wings swayed and swayed faster and faster, and a feather storm surrounded by white and purple in front of Hill became more and more intense. The feather storm is incomparably gorgeous, like an angel dancing gracefully, pouring countless holy energy into it. The holy aura is awe-inspiring. It seems that once the angel storm comes, this place will be completely transformed into a barren land. Devil, die. Finally, Sheng Mang flourished, Hill roared, the feather storm brewed, and then his hands slammed down, and countless sacred energies tilted down instantly. The white and purple light is a ripple that suddenly appeared in a peaceful holy lake. Just after it appeared, it mobilized the sacred aura in the entire medicine world, which was extremely magnificent. It descends gently, but every time it descends, the space along the way will be filled with an unprecedented silence, as if everything can only quietly crawl under this power. Destroy me. When Xiao Yang was in it, he naturally knew the terrifying power of this kind of power, but he stretched his palm gently, and the endless demonic wood evil flames roared out, extremely dazzling and dazzling. In an instant, the two attacked and contacted, countless fierce energy ripples overflowed everywhere, and the whole world was incited by the two forces to vibrate violently. The seemingly invincible sacred feather storm was slowly destroyed by Xiao Yang's attack, and the angel wings behind Hill seemed to have exhausted all their strength, slowly closing in and disappearing. Above the sky, the battle is still going on, but the outcome is only a matter of time, and many things are happening below. Patriarch, you have to think twice. Once we make a move, I am afraid that the grievances between us will fall into a doom and cannot be resolved. After all, the two believers and the Son of Light are now leading the team in person. Looking at Yarrow Wanwan's anxious expression, the senior Yarrow clan said hesitantly, Xiao Yang is a descendant of Xiao Yang. Just relying on this, I want to protect him comprehensively. And do you really think that the purpose of the Holy Sea's visit is only for Xiao Yang? With the resolute style of doing things of the Holy See, I am afraid that we will not escape bad luck. Xiao Yang is the last strong man who dares to confront the Holy See. Once he falls, I am afraid that no one on the Do-Di continent will be able to fight against the Holy See. At that time, all our forces can only crawl under their feet. The Holy Sea's practice of not distinguishing right from wrong, I believe I don't need to say more, right? That kind of situation, I believe it is not what you want to see. Yarrow Wan said resolutely. Based on Xiao Yang's performance one after another, he knew that the time had come, and it's the only chance. Once you miss it, I am afraid that the entire Doyun continent will fall into a state of black smoke. We are also willing to join. So are we. For a time, the ancient races took the lead and jumped out one after another, agreeing with Yarrowan's approach. Boom. In the sky, with the destruction of the sacred storm, Hill's power gradually became weaker, and it seemed that the attack just now had a heavy load on him. This demon, my god. Hill weakly looked at Xiao Yang, who was still awe-inspiring, and said softly, "Don't worry, I won't let you rotten fellows continue to survive." Crack. With one punch, Xiao Yang's body was as fast as a ghost, and he shot directly at Hill above the sky. He threw a punch, trying to completely wipe out the second believer Hill. "Boy, I don't see how strong you are, it's worth my shot." At this moment, Austin, who had always been silent in the distance, took a step forward. Immediately, the temperature in the heaven and earth dropped sharply, a sacred halo appeared, and countless forces became quiet. Even Xiao Yang's attack was instantly shattered by his voice. So strong. Xiao Yang was shocked, he could only withdraw his attack, and immediately looked at Austin with a solemn expression. The first believer of the Holy See, his strength has already fallen into the realm of Tongxian. Go. Stop Austin. Just when Xiao Yang felt the great oppression, high voices rang out among the surging crowds of powerhouses below, and immediately countless powerhouses joined forces and launched an attack on Austin. Among these guys, only Yarrow Yuan and the 8-star fighting immortals were successful. In the late stage of the 8-star fighting immortals with less than 10 others, everyone joined forces to besiege Austin, and was actually intercepted by him with ease. The remaining power is the demon Xiao Yang and Liu Hao. Liu Hao, this guy is handed over to you. This time, I don't want you to be at fault again. Austin frowned and immediately fought with those strong men. However, being able to cope with the siege of countless powerhouses at the same time with the perfect strength of the 8-star fighting immortals, the name of the first believer in the Holy See is well deserved. It was beyond my expectations. The divine halo appeared on Liu Hao's body again, and he rescued Hill, who had only one breath left, and immediately looked at Xiao Yang with a frantic expression. "Liu Hao, you are the son of light, and you have a pivotal position in the entire Great Thousand World. But several times against me, this time. The world of medicine is where you fell." On Xiao Yang's body, the magic wood and evil flames lingered constantly, setting off his body with an incomparable evil charm. "This sentence is also used for you." Liu Hao roared, his terrifying fighting intent emerge. This video will end here.